new subscribers. I am Goddess, High Priestess, Empress Amala Pantera. Welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. May you all be blessed and highly favored as you are, especially if you over here. Okay? Let me give y'all a few to get the notification that we are live, and then we'll get started. Plain and simple. Different views, different moves. Now, let me let y'all get the notification before we get started, as I just said. Let me mute that over there. I will be going live after this over on TikTok. So if you haven't yet connected with me on TikTok, regardless of what's going on right now, there's a reason why, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we get into that in a whole nother time. But yeah. We'll be going live over there as well right after this. Alright. It's the same as my YouTube, Alba La Pantera. And over there, if you're coming from here to over there, let me know. That's where you came from. And because you do also get the opportunity, once I'm done with the messages, that you can actually join a live and we can, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up. That's one of the reasons I really do love that over there. I mean, you can do that here too. But anyway. It is a little bit different. So different views, different moves. Different views. What are we talking about? So we have this holiday season. Not we. There is this holiday season where this is where when you're on this journey of connecting to your higher self, this moment can present itself as one of the biggest challenges depending on where you are at within your mindset, especially when you are aware as to the blasphemy when it comes to these holidays, what they mean, what they represent, and so on and so forth. And the main thing with this energy right now, based off of what the sun is doing, this is also what your physical body is doing in terms of what happens every month for you anyway, but it has a much stronger potency to it around this time based off of the electromagnetic waves that are coming from the sun and its actual position with it being a little bit lower. So let me edit this. It's the honk for me though. That Jay was on some change the settings. I'm going. So yeah, this moment, especially for those of you who are or reached a point where you're not celebrating the holidays, this is the point where you can step even further into your purpose in terms of the way you go about that, based off of what your thoughts are and the way you feel, what you may have to express to people, if you have to express anything to people as to why you're not doing something. Because for some of you, this major shift right now for you literally just means living your life, your greatest life, and not feeling guilty or ashamed for not doing something because it has been part of your traditions, you know, growing up or whatever the case may be. So when you know better, you obviously do better. And this is what most of you are in here doing anyway. So let's get into these messages, okay? Let's get into these messages and see what's coming through here for you at this particular moment. Yo. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Clear, cut, and precise communication. A clear mind is the current energy here for you, collective. Ashe. Welcome, beloved, beautiful Mercury water. Mwah. Welcome, honey. With the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Gemini. So, all in all, this is really speaking to this. Your subconscious is clear now. You're very clear as to which direction you have to go, and you're going to move in that direction expeditiously. It's literally 333 right now. Ashe, 609 on the timer. Ooh. Okay, okay. What is the challenge here to this clear mind? Ace of Swords. Currently for the collective, the Queen of Pentacles. What I heard clearly was you made yourself. You made yourself. You are clear as to the ways that you are to utilize your feelings, Capricorn. Polar reflection of Capricorn is Cancer. You are aware as to the way you are to use. You're very clear about that. You're very clear as to what you have to do, but it still presents itself as a challenge. And this is why I said around this time, it can come across as a minor test in one's initiation or process of evolution, ascending and expanding. Oh, wow. I heard the moment is now. This is your moment to do what you've been wanting to do differently without guilt or shame or anger. What's this tension that just come up now on the right side? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. What's at the basis of this? Is somebody neck hurting or something? We have the Death card at the basis of your spread. All right. The foundation of this current energy, clear mind, clear communication, has to do with an ending, a transformation. Alchemy is present here with this energy as well. What is at the bottom of the deck? Ooh. Three of Swords, Saturn and Libra. Once again, you are aware as to what you have to do when it comes to using your feelings wisely. Because at 2:03 today, a crow flew right over and it called out 11 times. Not 2:03, it was 2:13. 2:13. Now, 2:13 connects to being pressed, making haste, or urging someone to do something that they don't want to do. Some of you may be in a position of just that. Even if the conversation or the person is not in your environment, you have made adjustments and changes in your life that this is a moment where you would feel as though you're being tested in terms of, did you actually shift? Did you make those changes? Are you moving on from this set way of doing things, knowing exactly what some of these holidays actually represent and the disconnect that it has from what actually is going on? In terms of people are buying other people gifts. There's nothing wrong. It's not about It's not about whether if it's right or wrong for people to buy other people gifts during this time. But this energy is more so about the gift of your dormant cells awakening, the same way people turn the star on their trees. That star that's actually supposed to be turning on is the light that's within you. That Christ oil, that claustrum, that goes from the pineal to the pituitary and then down the spine, sits in the sacrum, will rises into the solar plexus, aka Bethlehem. The oil of that star rises into Bethlehem. This is happening within your body. And when the sun is ready to rise again after 2.5, 3 days, it awakens those dormant cells. It awakens, the light of day comes through. The light of who you are comes through. There's so many messages I'm picking up on because they're coming from different dimensions. That we just spoke to would be more so the 5D. The 3D version is that right now there's definitely an ending happening amongst people because of someone no longer doing something anymore that they used to do for them, with the Death card and the 3 of Swords that showed up. And with these portals being open, those that dwell in the lower dimensions or hell, which would be from your root chakra to your solar plexus, will be the ones that are affected most by this energy. But if you are tuned in and tapped in clearly with your higher self, remain there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rise up to the occasion. The immediate past here, you have the Fool card. This is all having to do with something you did previously that has to do with you taking a leap of faith, that now you have a clear mind about your situation or whatever it is you have going on at this time. If this is something financially, with the Queen of Pentacles showing up as a challenge, for some of you, that leap of faith means changing completely what you do for a living, is also what I'm getting from this too. At the bottom of the deck, we have, emotional fulfillment, manifesting exactly what was within the vortex of your happiness, your joy and abundance. 10 of Cups, Mars and Pisces. You're a spiritual warrior when it comes to what you believe, because what you believe is influenced by what you know. You're not out here with false beliefs or false light. What's crowning this energy here? Wow. The King of Pentacles, while the Queen is also here. Now, this King of Pentacles is looking directly at what the outcome is. Is looking in the direction of the outcome, where the outcome would show up. What's at the forefront of your mind, collective, and I love to see that, has to do with what you value. Having what it is that you value and moving in that direction. With the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is where, that conversation comes into play, as far as this is all you have to master, is letting go of feeling any type of guilt, sorrow, or pain when it comes to you doing what you have to do for you. You standing your ground. Because for some of you, financially, this also affects your pockets too. That when you go against exactly what you know you're supposed to be doing, you see how instantly things shift in your life. And then when you're actually in alignment to what you know you're supposed to be doing and doing it, you see how easy and effortlessly it is for you to expand and ascend. 343. I'm hearing success doesn't have to be hard. Mm-mm. I'm going to get one more here for this leap of faith, this Fool card energy. Some of you are very clear, very clear when it comes to what has to end. What's this leap of faith? Taken by the collective. You have the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles with one card that face down over it. Oh, see, that's Saturn and Taurus. And you have Taurus energy showing up at the crown of your spread with the King of Pentacles. So you have taken a leap of faith to start over for sure, especially after investing so much time into something. Wow. This could have been something you've been doing for the past 2 years. Very significant. Or Saturn in Pisces, you could be going through a Saturn return at this time. This is interesting, yeah. What's happening next? What's at the bottom? The Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, yeah, walking away from something that no longer serves you. Absolutely. I'm gonna go to the advice, then I'm gonna go to what's happening next. What's the advice? That's the correct thing to do. A honk just went off. Ooh. Stand firm, stand your ground, and move towards this amazing new beginning. 3:45 on the clock. Yeah, you're rising in your perception, which means you're rising in dimensions as well. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, yo, congratulations. Celebrate yourself, and no one is celebrating you. Shit. Congratulations. I'm going to celebrate you now. Whatever this is you're thinking of doing, make that the thought. Now, because it's the thought that becomes a thing. It seems as though some of you may have been in a position before where you may have been in and out because you don't want to make anybody feel some type of way about the decision that you're making. But here's the thing. You can accept people for where they are at in their journey or what they choose to celebrate. They need to respect the way you move in this time or any other time when you choose to do something different that is not in accordance to what they believe and know is the proper thing to do. You do what's appropriate and correct for you. And I'm seeing that this is what you're doing here. Look at that with the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, indeed. Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress with the Page of Swords showing up again. You've been in your head about a decision here you've been making, but you know it has to do with you being in your purpose with the Ace of Wands showing up here and the Wheel of Fortune again. Your purpose is more important than any type of attitude somebody got towards you because you ain't doing what they want you to do on their time. No. What's happening next? What's happening next here? Slow and steady wins the race. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. You're transcending something that's in the physical that's been projected onto you. Because I'm seeing this more so as the energy of the armor, the suit of the knight and what it does. It yields electricity, but the fact that this is the Knight of Pentacles, this is showing me that you are yielding something that is being projected to you. What is this? What is this? Come on. Greetings, Pantera Sofa and Fatima. Greetings, beautiful. Gratitude, infinite gratitude for the Cash App. Love you. You are wielding the power from the pain you've endured in certain relationships here, significant relationships. I'm going to my astrology deck. I want to see something. What is this? A Virgo or Libra could be of significance, or this could have to do with a partnership that you got going on at work. So something about whoever the manager is and the way you perceive your ability. Something about there's so much more you can do that you may not be doing in this position that you're in. So this is why you're taking that leap of faith to make sure that you are utilizing all the gifts and powers and abilities that you have been given as your birthright, as you should. Ashe. Mercury. Ooh. Now, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel? Cancer, 3 of Cups. That's the 3 of Cups energy, Mercury and Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving, and may concern family, a mother, or a child. So there's that. What's happening next is that you are yielding any type of possible heartbreak or dysfunction that can come up at this time because of a new way that you are stepping into when it comes to the way you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Different views, different moves. 22:22 on the clock. 15:50 on the clock. 22:22 on the timer. So those numbers could be significant. And 9th house, some of you may have Mercury in the 9th house. 9th house speaks of broadening your horizon spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Speaking of, slow and steady wins the race, but ain't nobody winning. Ain't nobody you winning. Ain't nobody racing. You doing things on your own pace. Tell me more about this advice energy here for the collective. Oh, that was a Queen of Swords, baby. Let's see what comes out, though. The Queen of Cups and Temperance. Ooh, balance out your emotions because you are in this energy right now with the Ace of Wands showing up with all of this. Because you have this ability to respond within your emotions. You are making sure that you are clear and precise as to the way you move from here on out, because you've recognized that you do have dominion over what's going on around you, especially after the transformation that you've been going through. But now it's time for you to take action. It's at the forefront of your mind of, you know, in what ways that you are to make certain decisions that reflect your sacred values. Oh yeah. Speaking of the alchemical process. Yo, these 3 right here together. Hold on. Let me give me a second. That one's loud. So you got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles utilizing the way you feel. It's magical. You are one magical. Definitely an earth angel, I could tell you that. You're being guided to move forward. Get out of murky. You're being guided to move. Some of you, that's what this is. This is what this is. It's time for you to move wherever you are at, because you're making decisions that can trigger people around you and you, but you have evolved so much that it seems as though you're in this going in a circle because of where you're located or who you're around, and the changes that you've made may make them feel uncomfortable. It's on some, let's say you don't celebrate the holidays. But you can, you accept people for where they are at if they want to celebrate it, but they can't reciprocate that. And you're possibly around these energies that you're being guided to get up out of there. Get up on out of there. How are you being viewed? How are you being viewed? How are you? Oh. How it? I know this ain't. It is. 5 of Cups. Do you see what I'm saying about projection? Don't get indecisive or feel any type of guilt or shame for decisions that you're making, because that guilt and shame can even be masked through anger. That you put yourself into this angry state so you don't have to say anything to anybody or wish them anything or whatever the case may be, because you use being pissed off as the reason as to why you're not saying something, when in reality you just don't have to say anything if this is not something that you're indulging in. And if somebody wants to say anything about the way you move, and that's on them, they got to sit with that. But you join the party entertaining it through, you know what I'm saying, through these sorrow, pain, and regrets, or whatever. Look at that communication. You, this thing here sound real personal. This reading is coming down just a little too personal. I mean, I can see this being for the collective, though. Honestly, around this time, yeah, for sure. Again, especially if you're doing something different that people are not doing around you, because you're aware of what's what. Where it's on some, you possibly had told somebody the new year ain't until spring, and that should turn into an argument because people will call in January 1st the new year. That is not the new year. You're planting seeds in frozen ground. That's no. No. We ain't about to sit here and be ignorant. No. We're not about to. Yo, I sure did tell someone that the other day. Yo, and they be really feeling some type of way. But if you sit back for a moment, right, and you look at this entire situation, and you really get to see how ignorant people are. All you can do at that point, it might push you off at first. You know what I'm saying? It shit, it pissed me off at one point. But then when you really sit back and look, and you just say, "Yo, go live your 2D life," because that shit ain't even 3D. At least in 3D, you're at a point where you are actually, you know what I'm saying, possibly processing information. Some of these people really rolling around here as animals, because animals don't have that type of consciousness. They just be doing shit. I love my animals, don't get it twisted. But, you know what I'm saying? Somebody wants y'all to apologize. That will be an apology. You would be lying if you apologize. Yeah, sometimes humans, they be a joke, man. They be a whole entire joke for real. People got people gotta chill. People can't read. People don't want to read that can read. Why wouldn't you want to know what's really going on and what these different dates and things really represent? Why would, and then when you do know, not take heed? That shit there's even crazier. They do know but don't take heed. It's, I'm not gonna say where they do that at, because obviously we know where. All right. You know what? How's the I know they not. The Queen of Wands comes out. See? That's that energy of playing two sides type of thing, where they respect you, but then they got something to say to somebody else. Who do they think she is? It's not who they think they are. Collective ain't thinking about who they are. They know exactly who they are. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You got three queens out here. There's a lot of people in this. You got a, just speaking of signs, you got a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Taurus. All Earth sign is here. You got Aries and Cancer and Sagittarius and Scorpio. Aries again. And these are the type of energies that when they got something to say, they gonna say it. They absolutely will. So you can see the back and forth happening for sure. What about the Queen of Wands? What is it? What is it with the Five of Cups? It landed right on top of this is something that you ended because it landed right on top of the Death card, which is the foundation of your reading. That everything you're doing right now to be at a clear state of mind has to do with the transformations and the changes that you've been making. Look at this shit here. Nine of Wands. Okay. Why is this feeling as though this is someone you have known for a long time and they know the past version of you, but they can't see past that version of you. And they feel as though you bullshitting when it comes to the way you evolving. As if you keep doing something over and over again. Now, let's transmute that energy. Someone loves nachos and someone is speaking Spanish outside. You can't make this shit up. It's for some of y'all, this is precise for someone here. You recently went out for tacos, or this could have been yesterday. Or there's something tied to tacos or Mexican food when it comes to this person or this energy. Because let me tell you something. In transcending this energy would be more so to the effects of, it's great that this person actually shows their ass just to show you exactly what it is you keep allowing into your life that has to go. You're very clear about that now. There's a hater in the mist because they don't play a role in your success, so they feel some type of way. With this Queen of Pentacles showing up as a challenge for you. Your challenge is seeing how prosperous and abundant you are. And this could be what's being projected onto you, where someone doesn't feel as though they played a role, so they don't want you to feel the essence. This is always someone that chooses to argue with you or prove a point. 34 on the money. Let's say you say something about whatever topic and they say no, but say exactly what you just said in a different way. People don't get tired of doing that shit. I'm asking for whatever. Yo, y'all don't get tired. Look at that Knight of Swords. That came out at the bottom of the deck when the first card came out with the Ace of Swords. Gemini again, or Mercury energy. This could even be something where you tell a person, don't tell me good morning, say grand rising, and that shit just started up some other stuff too. But who transitioned the night before that we out here saying good morning? For real, for real. Who we mourning? Huh? What's in the hopes and fears position? 403 on the time. What's in this? What's in this? Over there. What's over there? That would be your lowest vibrational self in this section. Hopes and fears, that's what that is. You got 2 cards that came out. What's this? I'm done. We're not doing that. We're not about to do that. You not. Oh, hell no. Not the Star and the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. You know better. You know better. You know exactly what you have to do, which is why your advice is the Ace of Wands, the Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. Take your love, your unconditional love, your power, your energy elsewhere to people who going to celebrate you, not tolerate you. But it was just 3650, 365. You're a year in, an additional year in, because the Page of Swords is 2 years. (2024) 8. Yeah, this was definitely your year transformation for sure. Especially coming out of whatever energies put you in this stuck space of not seeing how abundant and prosperous you are with the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. 13 right there. Again. See, that's another projection, because the way they view you, you were attempting to fix a connection that was only a lesson. That was only for a season. It wasn't for a lifetime. Doesn't matter who this is. Or their connection to you. What's that? Okay, and the Star card, what's at the top? You the one with the keys, with the legacy. In the middle of it, 3 of Wands. Your abundance is coming to you now. It has already arrived, is what I'm getting from this. All you needed was that extra wand. They said take it and build. Based on who you are. 4 of Wands is Venus and Aries. Build based on who you are, your life force energy, and your sacred values. And let's see what this King of Pentacles energy that's at the forefront of your mind, Taurus, I have. But it's also speaking to, let's look at this as the king that goes towards the emperor. The emperor to this King of Pentacles is the Hierophant in this type of energy. This would be, that's definitely a conversation between your lower and higher self. That's also why this Gemini energy keeps coming out, where you're balancing out the two. What's the outcome? That's a lot of cards, bro. What's at the top? We gonna take them. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Lovers make a decision. At the top, you have the 10 of Pentacles. This is the outcome. What's at the forefront of your mind and what is focused on is the 10 of Pentacles, abundance, success, support. Followed by the Hangman. Oh, shit. You place yourself in an uncomfortable situation just to see the true value of the legacy that you're building, being at all the crossroads that you are to be at, so that way you can step into your emotional intelligence about boop, 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 boop. There you go. Yeah, that's true embodiment of this axis right here. Put this one in the mix too, because this one belongs to this one. The Emperor of the King of Cups is the Death card. The Emperor of the King of Pentacles is the Hierophant. Look. Look at this. Somebody come over here and look at this over here. You know a lot. You know a lot. And you've been moving in a way that you've been letting people know, listen, I'm going to tell you now. This is this and this is that. We got to move in this direction. But people don't want to listen. Let them sit there. But allow yourself to have that love for when, you know what I'm saying, they choose to awaken, as long as there's not a lot of damage to that atmosphere. Let people do what they gonna do, because they gonna come around at some point, and then you know what I'm saying, and want to receive that literature or that knowledge, so that way they can evolve too. 4121. That was quite a reading. But that is your message. What's this behind it? You bring that mental clarity for yourself. What's coming through this Knight of Cups, this armor of love, has to do with you having a clear mind, you having strength despite of any adversity that you have experienced, and wanting to present this cup of love to people with all that knowledge you have. But don't nobody want to be as victorious as they can be. They so ignorant, they don't even know what that type of abundance and that knowledge and being applied and the power that it gives you. All you can do, 4222, is you move forward. That's just what it is, babe. That is your message. If you are on TikTok, join me over there, because we can play music and y'all can join the live or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But don't nobody come over there with no fuckery now, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm on that type of time today too. The fact that the energy came out this way, I am so glad. Whoo, I was definitely in my dark divine feminine energy right before this on some. What's the 411, 411 on the time? Ashe. I love you all so much. Continue to be blissful, highly favored, doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all on the next live. Ciao, baby. Adios.